Knoxville Nationals presented by Your Life Iowa. We appreciate the great folks from yourlifeiowa.org coming on board this year. If you or a loved one are facing problems with substance use, gambling, or mental health, Your Life Iowa offers 24/7 free and confidential support. You can call, text, or chat at yourlifeiowa.org. And James, there it is. They're getting situated.
John McCoy's ready for the light show. Are you ready for the 4-wide, my friend? It's been a great night of racing. Let's top it off in great style.
All right, Knoxville Raceway, this is a salute to you, the greatest race fans in the entire world. This is the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, and as they make their way down the front straightaway, let's send them off with the wave, Knoxville style. Ladies and gentlemen, how about it? The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is coming at you 4 wide.
Wow. Wow.
Love it. Did you notice that slideways, the go-kart track down the road, they have the lights that go up, the point up, the different colored lights as well.
It's awesome, isn't it?
I challenge you to a match race there tomorrow.
We got to get to the track early tomorrow, right? We're going live at 3:30 or on Mav TV on Flow Racing.
I will crash both of you for a matinee. I'll crash you both before we get here.
I'll crash you for a grilled cheese sandwich.
We still got one of those left. All right, here we go.
Let's do it, brother.
Caution lights have been turned off. Green flag gonna wave this time. 25 laps is the distance, $7,000 on the line. Dalton Wilson and Bobby Pierce fire in the Nutrient Ag Solutions starting zone.
And again, the top 24 are going to be locked in tomorrow night. Dalton Wilson out of turn number 2, Bobby Pierce. He was the top point man heading in tonight. Battle down the back straightaway to turn number 3. The big perm and the smooth operator. Who's going to lead lap 1, Dustin Jarrett?
They come off corner number 4. Big perm gets that inside berm to turn the car. It's going to be the 18T out front. Bobby Pierce in the second spot. Good race. They're side by side down the back straightaway. Pierce gets a run on the outside in 32.
Wilson racing for Gullet into turn 3. Dalton on the bottom. Bobby Pierce. Bob Pierce, his dad, the Hall of Famer crew chief, down the main straightaway. Looking for his 5th Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win of the year. He has 33 overall feature wins, but we got a long way to go. 2 in the books. It's Pierce, Wilson, Moran, Blair, Daniel Hilsebeck, 5th right now in 22.
A good run for the Earlham, Iowa driver. As you look back there on the battle for position number 7, Garrett Smith had it last time by on the outside. Jonathan Davenport, last night's winner, going to take it this time by on the inside. Behind them, Hudson O'Neill 9th. Garrett Alberson currently rounds out the top 10 on lap number 3.
Right now, Brandon Shepard 6th, Davenport, Smith, O'Neill, Alberson, Shirley, Marla, Robinson, Young, Hans McCready, your top 15, but it's all 32. Bobby Pierce, the Oakwood, Illinois driver. Remember, he was not here last year. First time he's run here in Knoxville in that Longhorn. Down the back straightaway, 2.3 seconds, the advantage in the 3.
Much like last night, Business picking up for the second spot in a highly entertaining battle behind him. Dalton Wilson in 18D. Here comes Moran on the outside in 99. Max Blair moving up through the field in the 1-1-1, and the 22 of Daniel Hilsebeck trying to get that high side rolling as well. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, all right there together, but this happened some 3.3 seconds behind Bobby Pierce.
Pierce trying to secure a front row starting spot here tonight for tomorrow night for $50,000. Right now leads into turn 1. Moran, Wilson, Blair, Hilsebeck still in the 5th spot. But that lead has grown 3.2 seconds for the 32 car.
Max Blair going to take the third spot away momentarily from Dalton Wilson. So Max Blair from the 7th starting spot, tonight's overall all-star performance fast qualifier, picking his way through the field, and he'll do it. He'll grab third away from Dalton Wilson this time by at the stripe. 7 laps scored as they fan out through turns 3 and 4. Moran and Dalton Wilson on the high side. Max Blair married to the bottom. Bobby Pierce with a 3.4 second advantage over the battle on your screen.
Blair's a dark horse here tomorrow night. He runs good on these big tracks. They're side by side for third off of turn 4. Moran second. Third now goes back Wilson, Blair, Hilzebeck, Shepard. We got battles all over the place, guys, trying to get good finishes down the back straightaway, Dustin. Here comes Max Blair to turn 3.
This track is incredibly streaky. Darty is what Rick Schwally used to describe it last night. Max Blair working his way into the 2nd spot. Yes, he does. Laces out, Dan. Max Blair up the 2nd, 3.8 seconds back. Can he track down Bobby Pierce? Bobby Pierce is quickly closing into the back of the field, but here comes Devin Moran back down to the inside, trying to get that 2nd spot back away from Max.
Yeah, he's on the same straightaway as tail. What a battle for 2nd on back. Down the front straightaway, it's Blair, Moran. Here comes B. Shep. Wilson is there at 18. Hilzebeck. 2nd through 5th down the back straightaway. Bobby Pierce about another couple of laps, picking up the tail end of the field. They go 3 wide into turn 3. Shepard, Wilson, and Moran trying to make it work, and they're still at it, Dustin Jarrett, off of turn 4. Wow.
Sheppy looking good. Sheppy looking sporty in the B5.
It's hunting season, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
And he's hunting for a win in this one. He started back in the 11th position. He's worked his way up to 3rd. Early candidate for the Todd Steel Buildings hard charger. 3.7 seconds the advantage for Bobby Pierce over Max Blair. And I think you're going to see that gap slowly start to shrink because Bobby Pierce is just about a lap away from catching the tail end of the field. There's the battle for 4th between Devin Moran and Dalton Wilson. 12 laps in, 13 to go.
Well, Jason Jameson got a big win for Golden last Saturday night at Lawrenceburg. Dalton Wilson trying to do the same as he clears Moran. Bobby Pierce now off at turn 4. He'll see the tail end of the field. Here comes Max Blair. It is down right now. It's still a good lead, 2.5 seconds, but traffic for your leader down the back straightaway.
Bobby Pierce has seen that lead shrink to 2.5 seconds over Max Blair. Brandon Shepard pedaling hard to catch him. There's your leader, the 32. Bobby Pierce, and it looks like Matt Furman's going to be the first driver to go 1 lap down. There's a look back at the gap between Bobby Pierce and Max Blair. Blair able to take another 0.6 off of Bobby Pierce's lead.
Right now, the battle off of turn 4. Shepard, Moran, Wilson, still your top 5. Hilzebeck, Davenport, Garrett Smith, O'Neill, Garrett Alberson in 10th. Bobby Pierce, 15 down, 10 to go. Down the back straightaway, Max Blair. It's 1.1 seconds, Dustin Jarrett. Here comes Max Blair on the bottom into 111, and he's closing it. Here comes B-Shep behind him.
Yeah, Brandon Shepard's the fastest car on the racetrack, James. He started back in 11th. He's worked his way up to 3rd. There's a good look at the Duke White Trail Tree Shepard Riggs Racing entry. And hold the phones. You got to battle up front for the lead. Max Blair is there. Bobby Pierce out front at one point by 3.5 seconds.
Look at this.
And here comes Max Blair. Can he lead at Knoxville for the first time in his career? Yes, he can. And here comes Brandon Shepard trying to run along with him. Oh, baby.
What a move by Blair. 8 to go. He's only been at Knoxville, and he slips up a little bit on it too, and Bobby Pierce is going to retake the lead at Dandy at Knoxville on a Friday night. 3-car battle. Moran trying to catch him. Off at turn 4, down the main straightaway. Bobby Pierce back out in front.
Yeah, Brandon Shepard just worked his way by Max Blair into the 2nd spot. This is getting sporty. Moran's right there as well. Dalton Wilson remains in 5th. James, this time by, they'll be coming around to 6 laps to go.
Shepard's got a good hot rod. As you mentioned, Brandon Shepard started back in 9th. He's right now in 2nd. The deficit with 6 laps to go is 0.8 of a second. Pierce still has to contend with the tail end of the field. Here comes Brandon Shepard down the back straightaway.
Brandon Shepard in the B5 started 11th. Caution free in this race, and he's worked his way up to 2nd.
He's there.
Yep, he's using that inside berm. to turn that race car as Pierce continues to battle with the 51 of Matt Furman. There's Brandon Sheppard. It looks like a Saturday night at Fairbury on a Friday night at Knoxville.
How about this? The top four, Moran fourth, Dalton Wilson fifth, off at turn 4. Bobby Pierce continues to lead with 4 laps to go. He's trying to deficit between himself and Furman there, trying to get not behind Furman as he wants to get close. Here comes Sheppard, here comes Blair, here comes Moran. 3 laps to go coming up, Dustin. Which way does Sheppard go? Pierce married to the bottom now for turn number 4. 1 slip up, and here comes Sheppard.
Yeah, and there you saw it. Pierce got just a little high coming off corner number 4 right there. As Brandon Sheppard, though, not quite close enough to capitalize, and now you got the top 4 cars all within the same half straightaway of each other as they come around this time. 2 laps to go. Pierce trying to keep that car glued to the bottom.
And down the main straightaway into 1. 2 to go. It'll be the Barron's Performance. 1 lap to go. 1 slip up. Boy, Blair looked like he had a hot rod. And right now, Max Blair off at turn number 2 as they go down the back straightaway. And Bobby Pierce, the Barron's Performance, 1 to go for his first win at Knoxville.
Brandon Sheppard still using that inside berm to help turn the corner, but Bobby Pierce out front on a racetrack that's been bottom dominant here this evening in the Barron's Performance. 1 to go. Brandon Sheppard within striking distance. He's got to hope the 32 slips up. Here comes Shep through turns 3 and 4. Is he going to use the inside berm to get a run? He will, but it won't be enough. And Bobby Pierce wins night number 2 at Knoxville. Brandon Sheppard second, Max Blair third, Devin Moran fourth, and Dalton Wilson will round out the top 5.
So officially, he's got to go to the UNO8 scales to make it official. That was his second career win here at Knoxville. How many different leaders did we have in that race as we had the lead change? As we will check that out. Yes, Dalton Wilson led the first lap, right? Blair led a lap.
Yeah. And
Pierce led the most laps. But
Pierce led
3 different
23.
leaders in that race. Remember, the Saturday night finale, the average lead change is 5 times, and no one has led every lap. And it looked like Pierce was in control, but Max Blair got up there and took the lead, but he did that for just a lap, and Pierce got back around him. Right now, unofficially, his second career win here at Knoxville, Iowa, and his 5th Lucas Oil win of the season. That was pretty sporty.
Yeah,
for 25 laps.
Yes, it was. I think Max might be disappointed whenever Ben talks to him. He was unable to hold the bottom side of that racetrack coming off turn 2 after he had just taken the lead away from Bobby Pierce. But unofficially, as long as he makes weight and passes through the UNOH Tech and Scale area, it'll be the 33rd overall win of the season for Bobby Pierce. It'll be his 22nd career win with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series as the now 2-time and reigning World 100 champion. Between last night, again, it's your best, the most points you gained in one night. And
he's going to be on the front row.
He's going to be on the. Yeah,
we do know that.
He's going to be on the. I think he's going to be on the pole.
I think.
I mean, he's been really, really good here this weekend. And I think he's going to be really, really hard to beat here tomorrow night in his pursuit of his first ever.
Yep.
Lucas Oil Late Model Knoxville Nationals crown, and he makes his way over to Casey Victory Lane, and he's going to grab a word with Ben Shelton.
That's right. Bobby Pierce, for the 5th time with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series in 2024, pulls in to Lucas Oil Victory Lane, a VLAN feature winner, the 22nd win of his career with the Tour. And as James and DJ said, the 33rd win of the season. Tonight we're 7,000. Tomorrow night he will try to become the 15th different driver to top the Lucas Oil Late Model Knoxville Nationals in 20 tries, as he's fresh off his second World 100 win just a few weeks ago at Eldora Speedway, as he gets set to climb out of this Hoker Trucking Low Voltage Solutions 32. How about your feature winner tonight, Bobby Pierce? Here comes Pierce to victory lane as he gets it done. Last night's high point driver, and tonight from the outside front row, as he is going to pick up the big check. He's going to get a word with his dad, the Hall of Famer, down here talking with Bobby, and they're already talking strategy for tomorrow, as he's got the Sunoco checkered flag in hand. He'll get him on top of the Big River Steel podium as he throws it on the car. We're going to get nosy right here as Bobby makes his way up. Bobby, I'm just going to ask you right now, what are you and your dad talking about?
Signals, man. I don't know, everyone stands in that spot, and it's great we can use them, but I don't know if I was looking at someone else there for a second, another signal guy, because it was hard to find him, and I swear he was telling me to get to the top, and then that's when Max passed me, but luckily we got back by him there on the bottom. You know, it took rubber down there, and it is what it is. I thought with that track prep they did, it wouldn't have took rubber, but it worked its way back, so they'll know what to do tomorrow, have a good race, and we'll kind of get a better idea what to do with the race car. I was a little tight, even on the top. The car was kind of laid over a little bit, so I couldn't really get around there quite like I wanted to, but can't thank my guys enough for all their hard work and their support, and all these fans for coming out and watching us, and yeah, I will. And yeah, man, we wanted to play that invert all night after yesterday. That was my one goal, was to just, I want to start up front, not row 4. So we got lucky with the qualifying, and got lucky with the heat race deal. I guess it just went back to qualifying points, so it didn't matter, but what an awesome night for us.
All right, so you've got the lead, you lose the lead, kind of like the World 100. I know this is a prelim. When Max goes back around you, he catches the wall down the back straightaway. If he doesn't, do you think you've got something to try to get around him in the closing laps?
Yeah, he shoved off the rubber. It was, at that point in time, it was like really patchy with the rubber spots. It was either slick or tacky, you know, where it was taking rubber. So I think that one instance there, I think he got the lead, and sometimes you get the lead and you don't know then how hard to charge the next corner. I think he went in there a little hot and shoved, and I luckily was in the right spot at the right time, got under him, and then, yeah, once we went down the backstretch there, it was just a drag race to get back to that turn 3 corner on the bottom. And I knew Sheppy was coming. That was a little nerve-wracking because I wasn't sure if he was making the top work. And but yeah, luckily we held on, and car's all in one piece. We'll be ready to go for tomorrow. Looking forward to it. I got to thank my sponsors, American Racing Wheels. Shout out to Larry watching. Hope you're doing better, man. Rio Grande Waste Services and the AZ3. Hoker Trucking, big shout out to him. And Low Voltage Solutions, Churchill Transport, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Carnegie Towing, Fast One Speed Shop, Collins Brothers Towing, Bilstein Shocks, Philco Race Engines, Longhorn Chassis, Swift Springs, VP Fuels, Pure Max Oils, Toyota of Danville. Leak is here. Shout out to him. And yeah, man, we'll just hopefully we can dig in tomorrow. I think we start polls, so we'll see what we can do.
I heard you got a Grilled Cheese Nationals decal on there. Is that the party, the post-race party?
Oh yeah, definitely. And yeah, I always love, you know, that's one of the good things about here is getting a good grilled cheese sandwich. I know they've been doing that deal for a long time. It's kind of cool it's a very unique thing. So thanks to them for making grilled cheeses for everybody. I'll definitely go over there and grab one of them. And shout out to everyone else watching, my girlfriend Abby and Savannah watching Eldora, everyone else. And yeah, thank you.
Bobby Pierce tonight, 33rd win of the year, $7,000 here at Knoxville for his second win. DJ James, actually we got Sheppy right here. We're gonna bring Brandon Shepard up. Sheppy, 11th to 2nd. You're watching those guys duke it out, and were you starting to think, man, I may have a shot at this one?
Yeah, I definitely thought I did for a little bit there. It was we had a really good car, very maneuverable, a lot better than yesterday. I couldn't even make it around the track yesterday, and the guys went to work today and gave me a pretty good piece. So happy with our turnaround, and you know, I think we got a good 100-lap car right there. We can really drive straight through the middle of the corner and kind of put it wherever I want to. So really looking forward to tomorrow for sure. Guys,
Brandon Shepard comes home in 2nd. 3rd tonight, Max Blair, I can see it on your face, man. Talk about, you get to the lead, what happens off turn 2?
Yeah, I just screwed up, man. He moved up in that lap car, and I knew it was rubbered pretty good, and I cleared him, and I was like, man, I just won this race as long as I don't miss the rubber. So I kind of drove into one a little easier than I should have, and I got tight, and I pushed straight out of the rubber. I gave that one away. It really sucks. I think we had a car definitely capable of winning the race, and you just don't get too many opportunities like that at a place like this. So either way, we finally put a whole night together. We qualified well, and we're really good in the features. So hopefully maybe we can put another one together tomorrow and come talk to you out here one more time.
Race fans, Max Blair rounds out the Big River Steel podium in 3rd. DJ and James, let's take a look at the race recap.
All right, thanks a lot, Ben. Appreciate that. Let's do that. Let's take a look at the race recap and see how we got to Bobby Pierce in his 22nd career win with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
Well, Dalton Wilson led the first lap, then Pierce took over, and then he led until Blair got around him. But interesting at the finish, the top 6 in this feature have never won the Saturday night finale. here at Knoxville. Can't wait for tomorrow night, DJ.
How about that? Max Blair, who was the overall All-Star Performance Fast qualifier, was good. Great battles as Brandon Shepard worked his way through the field, passing early leader Dalton Wilson in that one. There was the move that moved Brandon Shepard up to third, and that was the move right there, James, that put the 111 of Max Blair out front, but you heard him tell Ben he slipped up coming out. He drove in too easy in 1 and 2. Car got tight. He slipped up, and that allowed Bobby Pierce and Brandon Shepard to work their way around for good.
Yeah, Max, of course, he came here for the first time here last year at the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Bobby Pierce, 0.390 seconds at the finish line. So your Coleman Farms fastest lap of the race, we'll figure that up later. But we do know, again, your Deathridge Opticians lucky 13th place finisher, Chase Younghands. Your Todd Steelbudding's hard charger, Brandon Shepard. And your lucky 7th place finisher, brought to you by Willwood Brakes, was Jonathan Davenport. Ben?
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. We talked about it last night. Jonathan Davenport got the win, but Bobby Pierce had a really good car. Bobby showed it tonight, and, you know, he slipped up. They had a chance to get him. Max Blair just couldn't quite capitalize. The things I take away from tonight is obviously Bobby's going to be tough tomorrow night. Max Blair's got a really good race car, guys. And let's not forget, tomorrow is 75 laps, which, oh, yeah, by the way, simple math, 3 times further than they've gone all weekend. So we'll see how it all shakes down. $50,000 on the line and 1 day to go.
All right, Ben, thanks a lot. James, that's a wrap on night number 2. We've seen 2 completely different tracks here at Knoxville in 2 nights.
Can't wait. You see the fun here we have at Knoxville. After the races, all the fans go to the infield to meet the drivers, and they stick around getting autographs and talking to them. So, well, 2 good nights in the books, 2 different winners. And again, Saturday night, again, we're going to start 4 o'clock at Hot Laps. 3:30 will be live here on MAV TV on Flow Racing. 4 o'clock Hot Laps Racing. The follow will have a B-Main and the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. And, of course, we got the Malvern Late Models. Don't forget Dirt Racing Outreach. That'll be at 12 noon tomorrow. And the auction over at the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame begins at 11:30.
Absolutely, James. Well, on behalf of everyone here with MAV TV on Flow Racing, again, don't forget tomorrow night's broadcast starts at 3:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's a wrap on night number 2 of the Lucas Oil Late Model Knoxville Nationals. On behalf of Ben Shelton and James Essex, this is Dustin Jarrett signing off. We'll see you right back here at 3:30 p.m. Central Time on Saturday.